there's someone knocking on the door. Is
you
this
want
for
me
you?
to answer it? Hang on 1 second.
I'm surprised you had to answer the door yourself. I thought it'd be a different setup here.
Adam, hi. Look. Okay, thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. So, there's some curry for you boys.
What do we call you, by the way? This is what I'm already struggling with. Are we at a stage where we can call you...
Your Royal Highness will do.
Your Royal Highness?
Just to clarify, it's William. I'm joking.
I just want
to see Chris's face.
Yeah.
No, William will do. I've been called all sorts, but William, we'll start with William. That's good.
So the situation is we haven't really had that many guests on this podcast. So we thought you could take on Mike Dean's role if you fancy it and be head of emails for this one.
Perfect. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Should we crack on with it then, lads? Can we? There's someone knocking on the door. Is this for you?
Answer it? Hang on 1 second.
I'm surprised you had to answer the door yourself. I thought it'd be a different setup here.
Adam, hi. Look. Okay, thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. So, there's some curry for you boys. And I believe it's the Samrats, which is like your local favourite, Crouchy?
Yeah, it is. That's exactly right, yeah. I think it's the first time that the Samrats ever delivered to Kensington Palace. He's left a little menu as well, like as if you're going to go back there.
So you as a footballer, who were your favourite players when you were growing up?
I think one of the first players I really thought was quite exceptional. Well, Thierry Henry still is one of my favourites. I think some of the older boys, McGrath, people like that, they were kind of real legends. Schmeichel as well. You know, all the kind of legends of the game now. I think I looked up to a lot at the age.
How did the Villa thing come about?
I'm
sure you get it a lot.
The long answer, the short answer. The long answer is it was the first FA Cup game I went to.
Right.
It was a Villa Bolton game. And I remember sitting in the stands with my beanie on, aged, I must have been about, Christ, I don't know what it was, 12, maybe 11, something like that. And I went with a load of mates, and I sat there amongst all the Villa fans, and I loved it. And I thought the atmosphere was great, the camaraderie, the sort of team ethos. I also, at the time, was I desperately didn't want to support Man U or Chelsea like everyone else at school. And I liked the idea that Villa had a real history. Like I was born in '82 as well, and kind of the friends of mine desperately trying to get me to support Villa, as you can imagine, which they worked. Were telling me all about the history of the club and how it mattered and stuff like that, and winning the European Cup. So it kind of went from there. And I don't know what it was. I felt a real connection with the club more than I felt watching some of the other ones. Felt when I was younger, some of the big clubs, it was harder to connect with, whereas I felt Villa was a kind of very proud Midlands club, and it felt very special and quite sort of like that. Whereas, you know, you go around the world now and everyone knows about Man U wherever you go. You know, it's kind of like I go around now in Africa and places and I talk about Aston Villa and they look at me and they're like, you know, what?
Do you feel is that your release, would you say? Like,
it is now.
That's really interesting, yeah.
Since being a dad, without a doubt, football has become way more important to me than it ever used to. It's really weird. Like, it's changed a lot. I need to go and be amongst other guys and kind of let out a bit of steam, shout a bit, not abuse the referee, because I'm the president of the FA and I can't do that. But in my head I am. Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's throw myself out. But no, it's weird. It's become a lot more relevant to me, and I need it. And talking about football helps a lot as well.
Do your kids enjoy it?
Yeah, they do. I think I took George and Charlotte a while back. We went to the Norwich Villa game.
Yeah, I've seen the footage of him enjoying it.
I tried to slip in there quietly. Sky picked us up. And it was the best, I'm amazing, it was the best game of Villa season.
Yeah.
Probably will stay that way, 5-1. And George started to get really into it by the end. And I'm trying not to persuade him to be a Villa fan. I'm letting him like choose his own way. Yeah. But I think having a variety of clubs, of interest and things like that, and I want them to go and experience. And like you said, Chris, it's about finding what fits for him.
What if he got really good at football? Can he do the job and be up front for Villa?
Definitely, I reckon he could. I reckon he could be their all-time goal scorer. I mean, I can see no reason why not. Yeah. Brilliant.
What if he says he wants to support Birmingham City?
You had to ask that, didn't you? Previously, I was a bit concerned about supporting Chelsea. I didn't want to support Chelsea.
Quite rightly so.
Now Frank's come in, I feel the culture's a bit different in Chelsea. I'd be okay with it. I do like the values and the ethos of the clubs. I want them to look after their players. I want them to set a good example to the young fans. And I want all our children, when they go to the football match, to come away loving what they've seen, enjoying it, and seeing their role models behave in a way that we'd all want them to.